Another video. In this video, we'll be solving simultaneous equation by the matrix method. All right. So it says given that we have 5, -2, -2, 1, xy is equal to 2, 3. Write as a product of two matrices. Okay. Now, one. So this matrix, it's called matrix A. So matrix A is equal to, we're going to call it matrix A, 5, -2, -2, 1. And this other matrix, we're going to call it matrix X, capital X is equal to xy. And this third matrix, we're going to call it matrix B. Okay, therefore AX is equal to B. All right, so when I multiply matrix A times matrix X, it's equal to B. Now, how do I know that this is a simultaneous equation? Problem, right? I know that that is a simultaneous equation, so we have 5, -2, -2, 1, xy is equal to 2, 3. So how do I know this is a simultaneous equation? If I multiply, applying the concept of multiplying two matrices, we know it's a row of the first multiplied by the columns of the second. So therefore 5 times x will give us 5x, and -2 times y will give you -2y, and that is equal to 2. And -2 times x, the row by column, so -2 times x will give you -2x, and 1 times y will give us y is equal to 3. So basically here we have a pair of simultaneous equations. So how do we go about solving the pair of simultaneous equation via the matrix method? So initially we had 5, -2, -2, 1, xy is equal to 2, 3. Okay, and we had said that we're going to label this ax is equal to b. All right, so we have that before. Now what we want to do is that if we multiply, remember we had said that if we multiply a matrix by its inverse, we are going to get the identity matrix. So if I multiply both sides by A inverse, so A times A inverse x is equal to A inverse B. A inverse times B. Hence, what that means that this part of the matrix is going to give, of the solution, is going to end up with giving us the identity matrix. So it's going to become 1, 0, 0, 1 times x, y equal to A inverse, whatever A inverse is, times B. So if I multiply this, it's going to become 1 times x will give us x, plus 0 will give us 0, and 1 times y will give us y. So basically then, gentle people, if I can find A inverse and multiply it by b, then automatically I will get what the value of x and y is. So let's go. Let's find A inverse. So A is equal to 5, -2, -2, 1. Okay. So how am I going to find the inverse of that? Let's move to a different new page. A is equal to is 5, -2. So A inverse is equal to 1 over the determinant of A times the adjoint of A. So therefore it is equal to 1 over 5 times 1 minus negative 2 times negative 2. That's negative 2 times negative 2. And remember, we in finding the adjoint, we interchange the positions of the leading diagonal. So this becomes 1, 5, and then the signs of the non-leading diagonal are changed. So here we have a negative 2, so we are going to end up with a positive 2, negative 2, so we end up with a positive 2. Okay? So remember now, when finding the determinant, we use straight brackets, right? 5 times 1. 5 times 1 will give us 5. And negative 2 times negative 2 will give us positive 4. Times 1, 2, 2, 5. So we end up with 1 over 1 times 1, 2, 2, 5. And that is the same as 1. 1 divided by 1 will give us 1. So we have 2. And we have 2 here and we have 5. Okay? So this is what A inverse is equal to. Say A inverse is equal to 1, 2, 2, 5. So now we have to multiply this A inverse. So let us find out A inverse times B. So what is that going to be equal to? A inverse times B is going to be equal to 1, 2, 2, 5 multiply by 2, 3. So 2 1s. So remember, it's the row of the first multiplied by the column of the second. Okay? So 1 times 2 will give us 2. And 2 3s will give us 6. 1 times 2 will give us 2. 2 3s will give us 6. And then 2 4s. 2 times 2 will give us 4. And 5 3s will give us 15. So A inverse. So 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. And 4 plus 15 will give us 19. Therefore, this is saying that x and y is equal to 8 and 19. Okay, so that means x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 19. Because remember, gentle people, that A inverse times B is going to be equal to x. And remember, x is equal to x and y. All right. And so since if two matrices are equal, remember this now, equivalent matrices, if two matrices are equal, then equivalent elements are equal. So x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 19. And that's how we go about solving a question like this. All right. So I hope you have learned something and learned how to solve simultaneous equation via the matrix method. So go try some more on your own and see how best you can solve these questions. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.